Hi, my name is Akram Baker, and I'm a Palestinian-American voter from this great state of Georgia.
Marhaba. My name is El Farsan. I'm an international human rights advocate, a first-generation Arab American.
I am an Egyptian American and I live in Naperville, Illinois. I am a student at Wabanzi Valley High School.
I'm a trauma surgeon in Baltimore, Maryland.
I'm Egyptian American. I grew up primarily in Egypt, in Cairo.
I am a Palestinian American, originally born in Jordan and moved to the United States when I was about 7 years old.
The Arab American community and the Arab people internationally are my only family. Everything I achieve, the glory goes to the Arab people. Everything I do, including voting in this election, is in the interest of Arab and human liberation.
Hi, my name is
I'm Egyptian American. I was born where Egypt in Cairo on election day. I moved to the United States.
I think for this election, my number one priority is the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
The number one issue of importance to me in this election is removing Donald Trump and his regime from power. We need to return to some semblance of normalcy so that we can fight for human life and dignity.
For me, I'm really thinking about immigration policies. The last 4 years, this administration has implemented policies that have not only come to the detriment of immigrant communities, but have been fatal in many cases to immigrant communities. And so what would a potential Biden administration do to not only reverse those policies, but to really move other policies forward?
Supporting our refugee families, changing our foreign policy towards in the Middle East, and especially in regards to justice for Palestinians.
And at the root of a lot of these really terrible policies and the things I care about is injustice. And so, whether that is the unjust platform of our foreign policy, in particular as it pertains to Palestinians, and our support for various wars around the world. I mean, those are all rooted in justice, and I think justice means that we begin to see people as the human beings that they are, and we stop considering them collateral damage.
It would be climate change. I obviously grew up in Egypt, where there is not an easy way to address climate change because there's so many other issues that go on. It kind of gets put down at the bottom scale, and it seems that even in the United States, where it's very progressive, or you think it's progressive and things are kind of moving forward, it still feels like we're arguing about old things that shouldn't be argued about.
At the age of 17, I was nearly killed after being shot in the throat with a .38 caliber bullet. That inspired me to go into medicine. It inspired me to become a trauma surgeon. And it has me working at the intersection of medicine, public health, and public policy. We are facing the most important election cycle in modern history. And gun violence in America is on the ballot.
Safety for kids in schools and folks in church. After he was elected, he called, asked me to come see him in Chicago. I didn't know why. It turned out he wanted to be Secretary of State.
I will vote for Joe Biden on behalf of all of my loved ones who can't, on behalf of undocumented loved ones who have lived in abject terror for the past 4 years, and on behalf of my family and friends abroad who fear the militaristic brinkmanship, the climate change denial, and the potential global catastrophe of the Trump regime's criminal ineptitude.
I think that this election is different than others because we've kind of seen how Trump's America looks, and it is very scary that it looks very similar to things that I've seen growing up in Egypt with a dictator.
Arab Americans studied the Dictatorship 101 Divide and Conquer textbook. And what we're seeing today is all too familiar.
I'll be voting for Joe Biden. I'll be honest, he was not my first choice. I was hoping for someone a little bit more progressive, but I do think that a Biden administration, or at least I hope that a Biden administration would be more open to progressive policies.
Joe Biden is the only choice for us today. He's going to help end the Muslim ban. He's going to bring sensible gun control to the country. He's going to help promote our progressive ideas throughout the country.
That will include having Muslim American voices as part of my administration. If I have the honor of being president, I will end the Muslim ban on day one. Day one.
You know, some of my friends would look at me and they say, oh, I'm just like the bad apple of the Muslim community.
Al-Jami says he believes many of Trump's beliefs match what's culturally accepted in his community.
So they're against abortion, and they're against, they're against gay marriages. And if Muslims really look closely, I think the Republican Party is more identical to their belief system.
Free Palestine!
Power to say loudly and today's vote on the war.
It is my hope that Arab Americans not only go out there and vote, but also are continuing this work after the election.
I know that this is very different from what we are used to, but it is crucial to get out there and vote.
Yalla, let's vote.